Are happy with
Fairly. Best away a Newbus design with its customary dash to lead from Calypso Flyer. In a bit of bother around the first turn, City Gal bumped heavily into L'Oreal Lass, so the two favourites have had a collision early, and getting dragged down from behind, Bonnie Swamp dropped to the tail. A Newbus design has dashed away, but the danger is Bristol Swamp, who's quickly, rapidly overhauling it. 4 lengths to Dawnley Star, and well back behind them City Gal, and then came on the outside Nunga Magic, followed by L'Oreal Lass, and then Bonnie Swamp and Calypso Flyer. Into the straight though, Bristol Swamp has dashed away, and Bristol Swamp will make a real mess of them in the first and wins it easily. About 6 or 7 a Dawnley Star. City Gal recovered from there.
Yes, and City Gal did get a bad check early in the race. It was the favourite at 2-1, and you can forget it ever went around. And likewise, 1 or 2 others in the event didn't have much luck either, but they ran 30.72 in the first. They went quicker in the second event, 30.48.
Prince Move jumped brilliantly from the inside. There's one down. One fell heavily. Dargin Blue, the rug is tangled around behind it, but it's chasing. It's got rid of the rug now, and it's after them 50 yards away, and the leader Bonus Gain got away from Prince Move 2 lengths. In third placing, Pango coursing deep, followed by Mellow Diver. Back on the inside, Pride of Agimi, and then came the reserve Etzel Appeal, just terrific. But this leader got away. Bonus Gain coming to the turn. It's got a shot to bits, I reckon. It's 4 in front of Prince Move, who's trying hard, and then Pango, but it wins easily. Bonus Gain gets home by 4 or 5 lengths over. In second placing, Prince Move, Pango, slipping up.
It was well fancied too at 3-1. It ran 30.48, which was pretty good time early in the night, and the favourite in the event was Prince Move at 25-10. It ran second and was far from disgraced. Here's the second leg of the double now, and it's Our Bentley at middle pin odds.
All that quickly going fast. Our Bentley high performers going with it, so is Dusty Jones, and driving through Racing Demon. There's one down, nearly 2. Let's see, one that's crashed heavily, Racing Demon, but it's going after I think it might be Racing Demon, and the other one that was in big bother was Knocklawn Boy. But down the back they go now. High performer gets on terms with Our Bentley. They've got it to themselves. They're well clear of Dusty Jones, followed by Rovon Star. It's Our Bentley, the leader from High Performer, 6 lengths to Dusty Jones, and then further back Rovon Star. But Our Bentley too good, wins it a couple of lengths to High Performer, who had every chance. 6 or 7 lengths away either Rovon Star.
In fact, Dusty Jones got third on the outside, and it's the one to follow from the race. It didn't have any luck early, and was having its second start at Angle Park. I think you'll find that Angle Park will be the place for this one. Next start, Dusty Jones, one to follow.
Just Plain Tiger, and also I'm a Wizard. Dodge City came out running, and he's going great guns on the first turn. Dodge City slipping to second. Pandee Ladouche followed further back then by Rovon Janet, getting well back in the field. Ahead of it, Kid Swamper on the inside. Just Plain Tiger out deep on the track. Man of Silver back with I'm a Wizard, and getting a check right out of the field there was Shining Path. But the leader Dodge City 4 in front of Pandee Ladouche, trying hard. Dodge City though packing too many guns again. Pandee Ladouche is trying ever so hard, but no match for Dodge City, and gets home a star win by about 3 lengths. Second placing Pandee Ladouche. Third
and they ran a bit of time in that. They ran 30.39, and it was a good performance to win. Here's the next on the program.
And they're racing a good start with one exception. Flying Bomber slow to begin, getting away very quickly. Tasman Badge will clear out on the first turn. A couple to Irish Moss going to second and chasing keenly. 3 lengths Dreams are best, coursing deep. On the inside was Tempix Dream. Then further back Flying Bomber trying to get through on the rail, and doing so from Daroka Flyer. Truly Lightning's a mile back with Donald Supreme dropping to the tail. But the leader Tasman Badge is doing it well coming to the turn. It's 5 in front. In second placing over on the inside is Irish Moss, and running on as Dreams are best, but Tasman Badge will salute. And Tasman Badge gets home to win by about 5 or 6. Second placing Dreams the best. Irish Moss may have held third.
In that previous event, I think I gave you the wrong time. They went 30.52. In that race there, they went 30.25. And Tasman Badge, I believe he's going to have a crack at the Port Lincoln Cup Carnival coming up over the next couple of weeks. He'll be pretty hard to beat if he goes there.
Side was Gempix Pandee with Mr. Mitch, but going fast, Gempix Pandee will head them all. Getting back in trouble behind them, Serenade Sue with Flying Nonsense as they clear the turn and run to the back. Gempix Pandee got away. 3 clear of Mr. Mitch, followed on the outside by Bay Supreme Scandal. Back on the inside, Sid again is trying to get through. There's no room, and they were followed further back on the outside by Flying Nonsense, but the leader got away. It's Gempix Pandee. There's a traffic jam behind it. Sid again is now clear, but it's a mile too late. He's been something beaten, but Gempix Pandee will go on and win by 3.5. Sid again certainly beaten second, followed by Flying Nonsense.
Yeah, I think he was certainly beaten too, Sid again, and he's another one that I believe is aiming at that Port Lincoln Cup over the next few weeks, so this will probably be their biggest carnival over there. in terms of quality greyhound performers, and he'll give them something to the chase over there, as will Tasman Badge.
A pretty fair sort of a start, with the exception being Noah Vale on the inside, and one of the best away, Bidista. Going through on the inside, Proud Tangelo, and coursing deep, Tonedale. They were followed further back now by a lead roll who's dropped out the last. Might choose Rusty Appleby Boy and Young Dingaan ahead of it. Lead roll, Appleby Boy has dropped to the right out of the field. He's well back behind them as they go past the judge and head to the back now. And Bidista's on the lure. She's flying 4 or 5 lengths in front of Proud Tangaloa, trying to pick her up. Then further back on the inside, running lead roll, switching between runners, giving the leader 8 or 10 lengths. Over on the outside was Young Dingaan. They come to the turn. Bidista clear. 4 lengths in front of Proud Tangaloa, trying hard. Lead roll, but Bidista doing it well. She's too good again. She looked the best bet of the night. And Bidista's home by 3. Second placing Proud Tangaloa lead.
Yeah, and punters were able to get on too. They bet 22 to 10 each of the 3 place getters. They all started equal favourites. Proud Tangaloa second, lead roll third. He didn't quite get the rails on. He always likes to get lead roll, and he'll be hard to beat shortly. But Bidista racing very well, ran 44.45.
Here's the reserve coming out at top Trinity, and now the other reserve, All Story's going up with them too, but Sports Rain goes with it. As they go to the back, All Story got 2 lengths, Sports Rain, then top Trinity. They were followed on the inside, running by Busy Blade, and further back behind the pack, Fab Sun, 3 lengths away. Then on the inside, Darville's host Anaska, and last of all off the back is Bay Road Girl. Over on the outside, the leader still is All Story, trying hard as Sports Rain. All Story kicks away from Sports Rain, on the reserves in. All Story draws out 3.5 or so on the line of Sports Rain, 6 lengths away. Third was Busy Blade.
How often do you see it happen? The reserves get a run, and quite often they get into the money. On that occasion at 5 to 1 All Story, but paid better on the TAB, $4.70, quite a bonus there. The favourite Sports Rain, I thought, was very disappointing at 6 to 10.
Quickly, Dingaan Spice a little slow to begin. Lucky Aim is heading for the lead with One Desire. Now there's a tangle up on the turn. The reserve Generous was flattened and went to the outside, and going to the leaders, One Desire by a length and a half. The Lucky Aim in hot pursuit, Dingaan Spice there, 4 in front now of the others, headed by Speed Chase, and further back came All Taken. Well back behind those then is Zimmerlong, and one of the last is Generous, but they come to the final turn, and the leader One Desire is still going strongly. It's had every chance, Lucky Aim, and so is Dingaan Spice, but this gets home One Desire and wins it by about 2.5 or so. Dingaan Spice on the outside was...
Yeah, it was a middle pin at about 32 to 10. The favourite in the race was All Taken at 18 to 10. They didn't run a great deal of time there, 30.92, so the form could be a little bit patchy coming out of that event.
Racing Black Carbine. Oh, he got Shanghai out of the box as he landed 3 in front going to the first turn, trying hard on the inside. Red Cavalcade leaders Royal King Supreme, and over on the outside Tom's Wonder back, and on the inside Akai's first followed them. Further back behind them by Risky Disco. Black Carbine 3 in front down the back, trying hard Red Cavalcade, and up on the outside leaders Royal. They were followed further back by Akai's first. That's still the favourite Black Carbine as they turn. Red Cavalcade chasing its heart out. Black Carbine in front, getting a little weary, but too good. Wins by 2.5 to Red Cavalcade. I think the reserve Tom's Wonder might have pinched third, and those in front of it.
Yes, Tom's Wonder got up for third, but it was a bit of a deceptive sort of a win, that. I didn't quite know what to make of it. You saw how brilliantly it jumped out Black Carbine, and it established a good 2 or 3 length lead around that first turn, and it looked to be running with time, but really there wasn't anything special about the time, 30.74, so I think we'll get a truer guide with this one as it gets up in the grades a bit. It may not be quite as flashy as we first thought after its good win the start before, but still, you can only win, and that's what punters asked of it as a 4 to 10 favourite running 30.74.